is everybody today? I am so happy to be stamping with you. So I have to tell you guys, this is really funny. First of all, it's time to put our stamping lips on. I got this message just a very short time ago from somebody who, I'll read it to you in a second. But I got to get my stamping lips on first, right? So I read this message from somebody just 37 minutes ago. And it was from a lady named Susan who said, "Newbie here to the world of paper. What is it that Dina uses for spritzing? Also, LOL, is Dina always this happy? I'm so not used to smiles and exploding happiness. It took me a while to warm up to it/her. But I have found myself looking for her, so I subscribed and I am finding her a bright spot in my day." So first of all, oh my gosh, that totally made my day to read such a sweet message from you, Susan. I am so grateful for that. Thank you so much. And of course I'm always this happy. Of course I'm not always this happy, but I'm so happy to stamp with you. I'm so just thrilled that my job is stamping with people and spreading my passion for stamping. Now, I am for sure this passionate about stamping. But no, I'm not always this happy, but I do believe that I have I feel now it's sort of a responsibility to share my passion and brighten the world. I know that it is easy to assume things when you just see a snippet. In fact, someone commented underneath there something about my kids are probably not always as good as I make them out to be, or the little teeny sliver that you see when you watch me live. And of course, oh my gosh, I do want to strangle them about every other day, but they are good kids overall. But I do have to say that I really feel responsible for taking my time online and sharing my happiness, sharing my passion, sharing my uplifting outlook on life. Oh my gosh, my battery's low already. That's not good. We'll just plug it in here. Anyway, so I do definitely think that I have a vehicle for sharing happiness. Ooh, sorry, I'm jiggling things here around. Just a minute. Let me get my cord all situated. There we go. But I do feel like a responsibility that I'm on air, so I need to be sharing good, happy things and not contributing to negativity in this world. There is more than enough of that to be found. So anyway, I really do, I do generally feel happiness most of the time. In fact, I think it's kind of funny because my husband, I've joked before that he's dead inside, and he's not, but he is not always, let's just say, bright and cheerful. In fact, we always joke that I'm delightful. That's what he says. He's like, "You're delightful," and I love that. But I do really try to make the good out of things. So now I think the people who help me on a regular basis, my close friends and my assistants, will know that I'm not always this bright and cheerful, but I definitely try to bring it when I can. Now, having said that, I've also discovered there's a very thin line between happy and crazy or psycho. I try very hard not to cross that line whenever possible. So there you have it. So anyway, just Susan, I hope you're watching this, by the way. But I'm really thankful for your sweet message today, because that just was really nice. Sometimes, well, and the other thing I wrote kind of a long reply to her message on there. And by the way, this is all on my Stamping with the Creativity Cave Facebook page, so if you're not on there, check it out. But I wrote a long reply to her, and I also said that before I started doing videos, which I think I've been doing for about 3.5 years now, I watched two people that I know, demonstrators that I know. I watched two videos, and that's all I needed to learn about how I wanted to be in my videos. So I saw good things and bad things, and that's all that I needed to figure out how I wanted my videos to be. And so that's what I'm trying to do. So anyway, I do think though, no, nothing happened, Jennifer. I just got a really sweet message from somebody who asked if I was always this happy. I think that's funny. My kids will tell you that I'm not. Anyway, by the way, I don't think if I ever shared this to you, speaking of a thin line between happy and crazy, I did find my David. So I found that a while ago, and I keep forgetting to tell you, and I just put him right in front of my stamping area so I can share that with you. So I hope you guys like that. But like I said, I like to spread the happiness. There's so much negativity in this world, and stamping, after all, is fun. So I think it's really good to just enjoy this, be happy and uplifting and awesome. So anyway, I think that I was trying to think. I had a good story to tell you, and now I'm not sure what it is. But some of you who, I have a color revamp club, and they get some special Facebook Lives. And we had one on Friday, and it was right when Ella was leaving. She drove home for the weekend, back to Cedar Falls, where I used to live, to go to homecoming with her friends. And I was a little nervous about her driving because it's 2 hours. And not that it's the distance, it's because she has to go about halfway. She has to drive on I-80, and that's like, I-80 is insane. And I think it's just because of the number of truckers on there. And it's not that truckers are bad drivers. Actually, I find truckers to be extremely good drivers. It's all the people that are impatient and want to get around the truckers. And that is the part that drives me crazy. People are crazy on driving on I-80. So anyway, she only had to be on there for an hour, half the distance, but she made it, although that little stinker forgot to tell me that she'd gotten there. So I, of course, texted her. Actually, I called her. I'm like, where are you? See, not happy. But anyway, she made it, and she had a really nice time with her friends, and she came home on Sunday tired. And yeah, so she had a good time. But it's really interesting watching her. She's doing so amazing. And you kind of wonder as a parent sometimes, like, is this real? Like, is she just putting on this brave face for us because of the move, or what? But I think she really is doing really well. I'm very proud of her. She's really embraced our move and had such a positive attitude about it, sometimes more than me. Because I really have gotten kind of over this whole process. I do think that we've unpacked just about every single box now. That's so nice. This weekend, my husband and I were cleaning out the garage. Actually, okay, so this is really funny. Speaking of my glasses half full attitude. So we were cleaning out the garage, and my husband bought this storage shelf. It's just like a metal shelf, and then it had particle board shelves, to go across. And the shelves were really skinny, like that 3/8 of an inch, because we measured. And he was putting one in, and you know how you kind of just dung, 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 dung to like tap things in place? And he pounded right through it. And each shelf was supposed to hold like 600 pounds or something. So he was really mad. And I said, well, let's just take it back. And he's like, I don't even know if I have the receipt. I'm like, well, so let's take it back. Like, clearly it's a piece of junk, so let's go back. So he went, and I kept reminding him of how delightful and positive I was through the whole experience, because he was kind of crabby. But anyway, it was funny. We got a completely different shelf, and it's very sturdy. Also, can I just tell you, I offered to buy for him like a whole garage setup of, the cabinet things and and a workbench and all that. And he so far has said no. Like, don't I get some sort of like world record for awesomest wife ever award for that offer? And he has not taken me up on it. He said he was managed to make sure it would fit. Whatever. I think he's crazy. I would totally, if he told me he was going to get me a workbench and shelving stuff for my office, I would have said, okay. Actually, well, anyway, I would have said okay. So anyway, I hope you don't mind my silly stories. I just think it's kind of fun to share with you little snippets of life and let you know that hopefully you experience some of the same things I do as a mother and a wife and a person. Anyway, so hi, Taryn. I see I'm looking in the wrong spot. Hi, Taryn. My friend Andrea's daughter saying hi. So anyway, I think, though, I've got some fun things to share with you. So I've got some great mail that came to me. Pardon me, I gotta grab it. Okay. So, you know, it really was a good mail week, and I can tell you why. First and foremost, someone sent me fireworks Oreos. Oh. So, in fact, I gotta find the card. So this was from, I think Risa is how you say her name. And I have to just say, I was so excited when I got these in the mail because I had kind of had a crummy day the day they came, and they just were such a wonderful welcome treat. And I'm thinking, well, actually, before I show you my mail, I'm sorry, gosh, I'm all discombobulated now because I went against my my planned. Ooh, this is not good. I had my 2 drawing winners and now I can only find one. That is not good at all. Okay. So I've got several announcements. They're exciting though. Oh my gosh, I'm very excited. So the first announcement is that we have this week only World Card Making Day specials. There is a flyer that is going to be on my blog quite soon. And then I'm also going to send this information out in my newsletter. And if you're not on my newsletter, make sure you get on my newsletter because I've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up, including the next couple of things I'm going to talk about. I do want to know what I did with that. With my Facebook Live drawing winner, because that's not good. I drew 2 names. Whew. I wrote them down, so that's good. I'll be able to find it. Oh, here it is. Whew. Okay, good. Okay. So anyway, I was trying to come up with some kind of new and different ways to do things. And then I was also trying to come up with ways to, I used to do a lot of online classes, like almost 1 a week. And I did that for about 2 years, actually. And that was really wonderful, except I worked to be able to pull off 1 online class every single week with pre-cut cardstock as an option. I worked about 80 hours a week, and then I also had approximately 4 people helping me each week. And since I've moved, I still have a couple people who are helping me. My main assistant, Diane, is still doing most of my mailings, my thank yous and gifts, and team gifts and team recognition. Gosh, I couldn't think of the word. From back home, we kind of luckily go between. For instance, Ella dropped some things off for her and then picked them up before she came back. Anyway, but I haven't found anybody locally here who I really need. So I was trying to conjure up a way to make that work so that I could still offer a pre-cut cardstock option because I know many of you like that option. So I have 2 new classes coming and I'm really excited about them. I'm going to have all the details posted on my blog as well as in my newsletter, and that it will go out either today or tomorrow. I'm not sure, because actually one of my helpers is coming to visit, and sometimes, you know, we get chatty. But one of the things that I want to do, or that I am doing, is, in fact, I should grab my notebook because I came up with a cute name for it. Hold on. Okay, so I have this notebook. It says Carpe Diem on it, and I love this thing. I think the reason I like it so much is because it opens up like completely flat, which is really handy. Like it's not all goofy. But anyway, one of my new events is going to be Creativity to Go, as in like from the Creativity Cave, get it? So Creativity to Go, and it's going to be a monthly, I don't want to call it a club because it's not really a club, but it's a monthly class where we will make 4 cards. And you'll get the pre-cut cardstock to make 2 of each of those 4 cards. So you'll get 8 cards. And then it will include with it $20 in product. And that is typically like ribbon, embellishments, printed paper, that kind of thing. It will be different every month. And then those projects will be based on a particular bundle or stamp set, much like I've done in the past for my online classes. So for instance, our first month's Creativity to Go class is going to be based on the stamp set Country Home, which, what did I do with it? It was right here. Seriously, did I pull, oh, maybe I pulled it out to show you. Yep. Country Home. So that is going to be our first month's class. And then you can order the stamp set or the bundle that goes with it if you'd like, or if you already have it, that will be separate so you don't have to pay for something you already have. You know what I mean? So the classes will be $35, and then after you take 6 of those classes, you will get a $25 product credit. So that's kind of awesome. And like I said, there'll be 4 projects, 2 of each design. You'll get videos and a PDF with all the directions and dimensions and all of that good stuff in it. You'll also get alternative projects with those 4 designs. So like I say you get 2 of each. So what we'll do is we'll make, you know, the card with the stamp set, but then we'll do an alternative using those same supplies. So I always talk about how you can substitute different stamp sets if you want. Well, I'm going to show you how to actually do that. So I'm kind of excited about it. I think it'll be really fun. And for people in my downline, you can get those pre-cut cardstock packets at a discount. Ooh, yay. So anyway, I'm very excited about that. The way that it will work is you will need to sign up by the 15th, and then they will ship out the following week. So we'll shoot for the 20th, but it kind of depends on, you know, like weekends and all of that good stuff, and what day of the week it falls on. And then also, I like to be a little flexible, but like I said, sign up by the 15th, and they'll probably ship around the 20th. I think this is really going to be awesome. And I think it's going to really be a good compromise for me, because I think the prep for me will be a lot easier on this type of a class. So, and it's 1 a month, which I think I can do. All right. So, and I just saw Deborah Rogers from Minnesota. She came on. I had to just do my Minnesotan accent, don't you know? Yeah, sure, you betcha. Okay. So let's see, you get a video, you get alternative card ideas, and then after 6 months, you get a $25 product credit. And yeah. Okay, so all those details, like I said, will be posted probably today, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, now the other thing that I'm doing, that I'm really excited about, is a monthly Facebook Live class. And so what that is going to look like, first of all, if you are in my Color Revamp Club, it's going to be a lot like that. It is going to be a little bit different though. So the way that will work is I think I'm going to call them designer classes, Facebook Live designer classes from the Creativity Cave. So I think what's really cool about this is this is going to be like an interactive class, which I think is going to be very cool. So an interactive class meaning that you can ask me questions, we can communicate directly. Normally when you take a class, I email you the projects and then that's kind of it. You watch the videos and that's it. This way you'll have the opportunity to interact with me as well as other class members. We are going to base the class on 2 principles of card making. One is designing card layouts, like the different pieces and components of a card. And then the second is color combinations. These are things that people tell me time and time again that they struggle with color combinations and how to design their cards. And the whole idea around this is to kind of maximize your crafting time. I don't know if you've ever experienced this the way I have, and that is you sit down to make a card and 3 hours later you have a ginormous mess and just part of a card or one card, but that's it, or a card that you don't like. You know what I mean? That happens so often with me. I make cards and then I can't complete them. So, and I already have a few questions. So somebody says, can you stamp with us, with me? And the answer is yes. So on the monthly, Facebook class, it of course will be through Facebook. Of course, you guys are all on Facebook right now, so that works, unless you're watching me, the replay from YouTube. But yes, it's on, Facebook. You, will have 3 Facebook Lives per month. And on those, you will get at least 3 projects. Now, I have to tell you, I'm saying 3 because there's always going to be more, but I'm keeping that as my bare minimum. For instance, every week, my plan is always to do 3 cards with Facebook Live, but we usually do 5. The other thing is the cards. I'm going to give you dimensions and colors ahead of time. So for instance, I'll say you will need this piece, and this piece. And some of them will be colors and some of them won't. So like maybe I'll say you'll need this piece of cardstock, this piece of cardstock, and this size of printed paper. And then we'll create the card as we're going. So that's kind of fun. And then you can share your projects. We're going to have card challenges every month to get your creative juices going. We've been doing that with my Color Revamp Club and it's been so much fun. And by the way, the creativity of the members in club have been amazing. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to case cards from the people who are in my club. So that was really fun. We will also have prizes. There'll be surprises along the way. I've got a few different fun things planned. And of course, it's always going to be fun. And the other thing that we're going to have is well, first of all, you'll get lifetime access to this, so you can refer back to this however often you want. That's with any class that I do. And then I'm just reading and then I'll give you a PDF with the dimensions for each card. Now, a lot of times what will happen is we'll do a card and then I'll show you something similar, or I'll show you an alternative color combination. So each month you will get 3 different card layouts, 3 different color combination suggestions at minimum, by the way, and more. So that class is going to be a month-long class. There will be 3 Facebook Lives, and I'm pretty sure there's probably going to be more than that, but I'm just, again, 3 at least. And then each one of those Facebook Lives will have the 3 cards, the 3 layouts, and the PDF with those projects. So that's like 9 cards, 9 color combinations, and a crap ton of creativity. How do you like that? But again, all of this information will be posted on my blog. I'll post it to you, Facebook. I'll post it everywhere. So don't worry. There'll be lots and lots of stuff. And yes, we're going to start that in October. It will start the second week of October. So that'll give you a good week to get signed up. We will be doing Facebook Lives, like I said, 3 times during the month. And I will probably do 2 regular time slots and then 1 alternative time slot, just for like, I know depending on where you are in the world and depending on where you are in life, different times work for different people. So we'll get it all to work out for you. So I'm really excited about that. But I think this is a good way to, kind of help a lot of people. And yes, anybody can join either one of those 2 classes, and all the details will be on there. You can be, I guess for my monthly creativity to go, you would need to be in the US for that one. But the other one can be for anybody anywhere. So, okay, now I'm going to flip the camera around because we've got prizes and I've got cards to share, and then I've got World Card Making Day stuff to share with you. Oh, look, and there is my charge cord. All right, so here we go. I'm going to flip the camera around. And by the way, we have some really fun projects today, if I can just tell you. Okay. Close your eyes just for a sec. Okay, so first of all, here are my Oreos, my fireworks Oreos. Somebody asked if these are only available during the 4th of July, and they're like a summer thing. We usually find them in May. Last year I found them on my birthday, so I was all excited. And then they kind of, at the end of summer, they're kind of gone. So I haven't found them for a while. And so anyway, Risa sent them, and look at this beautiful card she sent me. So I was just so excited about this. And she wrote, "To think of you is to smile." Oh, that's so nice. So thank you, Risa. You absolutely made my day. And I am doing so good. I have not opened them yet, and I'm going to see how long I can hold off. It's already been almost a week, so I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Okay, next, I got another card in the mail. This one was just lovely. Let me show you. This uses the barn door stamp set, and it's a little slider. Isn't that cool? So anyway, this one was so sweet. This is from Lori, and she sent me a very nice little message. So thank you so much, Lori. I love this card. I haven't pulled this one out for a while, so I need to get that one. But can I just say, we just got to look at this for a sec. She stamped "New Home" with the alphabet. What is that called? The Make a Difference alphabet. So I thought she did a fantastic job lining that up. So thank you so much, Lori. Very, very sweet card. I loved that. I also received, oh, this card is so cute too. Well, okay, let's be honest. They're all super cute. I just got this card in the mail. Look at how cute this is. This is from Michelle, and bless her heart, she asked me for my address the other day, and I kind of was like, oh yeah, here it is, and I forgot about it. But this is from that Hostess set from last year, and I just love this card. It is so dang cute. So it was really sweet of her to think of me. And it was funny. She asked me about my address, and I had taken it down off of my website because I had a creeper phone call recently. So I just removed my address. All right. Next, I had a beautiful card. Look at this one. This is from Susie, yes, just checking. Susie, bless her heart, she's on my team, and she sent me this gorgeous card. This is from a paper pumpkin kit that she used, and I loved how she used that beautiful embossing folder with this one, so that was really cool. And she's got all the little rhinestones in the center of those flowers, so cute. So thank you, Susie. I appreciate you thinking of me. And then this card is just makes me giddy. In fact, I'm going to have to probably make it on Facebook Live at some point. This is from Marcia. And Marcia sends me, she always sends me like the most amazing cards, and I always am so grateful for them. So she had a really sweet note in here as well. And I just love this. She did this with her Stamparatus. So I'm going to have to show you how to do this sometime soon. It's a really easy technique, but it's very cool. And then the last one I got was from one of my downline, Brina, and this is funny. I have to show you this. So first of all, I'll cover her address because you don't need to see that. I probably should cover my address, but anyway, there's my beautifully decorated card. And then she had, she put the cards in like this in the clear envelopes because they post the well, I'm assuming the reason she did it is because of the post office, but I got to show you this because it's pretty cool. So first of all, one of the cards, these are just our Stampin' Up's clear envelopes, and then she like packing taped them together so that they would stay nice and uniform in the packet. But this first card is super cute, and this is actually something she demonstrated at one of our team meetings a couple months ago. So that was really sweet. I really appreciate it because I really liked that card, and it was a long time ago. I kind of forgotten about it. In fact, well, actually, I believe this meeting that she did this at was right before I found out we were moving, so kind of all bets were off after that. But I thought this was so cute. Oh my gosh, isn't that fun? And this was just kind of a partial die cutting technique that she showed us. And then check this out. So this says pull. Well, okay. I gotta put this back in. I wonder if I can do it again. Okay, so it's the door. And by the way, she colored this. In fact, I seriously had to take a second look at it. I thought, oh, it's like printed, like it was off of printed paper or something. I'm pretty sure, yeah, she colored it with her Stampin' Blends. How amazing is that, first of all? Let's just take a second to appreciate this. That is one good looking door. Okay, and then she had this little pull thing. So isn't that cute? It was just so sweet of her. And then she even wrote, "Thanks for everything. I appreciate it. For this card, just remove this and push the top of the topiary for a surprise." Okay, are you ready for this? Oh, it lights up. Isn't that awesome? My family, by the way, was really impressed with this. So I thought that was pretty cool. So that was really fun. And it was a congratulations on our new house card. So I really, really liked that. Isn't that cute though? Oh, so much fun. So thank you so much, Brina, for those two cards. That was really wonderful. All right, now this week I have 2 stamp sets to give away. And they are the Candy Cane Season stamp sets. Now, if you are one of our winners today, make sure you redeem your prize by emailing me your mailing address so I can get these to you. And I will get them out. I will say my shipping is not quite as fast as it used to be because, like I said, I don't have my assistants that I used to have. Now, what did I do with my drawing forms? I found both of them and now I lost them. Well, I do remember their names. I kind of committed those to memory. What? Seriously? I do have 2 Post-it notes with 2 people's names on it. I know the names, so it's okay. All right. Oh, here. Phew. Oh my gosh, that was giving me kind of a heart attack. All right. So our first winner is Miss Terry Dalton. So congratulations, Terry. So you are going to email me with your mailing address and I will send you your stamp set. So congratulations to you, Terry. Also, our second winner is Nancy Sachs, S-A-C-H-S. I think Sachs is how you pronounce that. So Nancy, email me your mailing address and I will get these to you. You've got 2 weeks from today to do it. So I will just mention that I have a few unclaimed stamp sets. So if you don't redeem your prize, I'm going to give it to somebody else. So make sure you get in on that. Ha ha. Okay. Now, I mentioned World Card Making Day, which I don't know what World Card Making Day is. It's usually the first Saturday of October. I know this because it almost always falls on my daughter's birthday, which it does this year. She's going to be, her birthday is on Saturday. And so I have never really done an event around it because of that. And so I've always kind of been disappointed by that. But this year, I will also not be having an event around World Card Making Day, but I definitely want to celebrate it. So I think World Card Making Day is a great idea. It's just a bad timing for me. I know personally we have a cross-country meet that day, so anyway, but I'm very excited about what Stampin' Up! Is doing for World Card Making Day. They have a whole bunch of items on here that are on sale. Now, I don't know if these are the same items worldwide or not. They might be different. And a lot of that has to do with like supply management. So if they're available in one market and not in another, that might be why. So, but this is the US list. Like I said, I don't know what the other countries have or don't have off of this list, but there's several stamp sets, kits, and kind of supplies, of which some of my favorite are Stampin' Dimensionals, mini dimensionals, foam adhesive strips, and tear and tape. Those are all some really awesome basic items that you can stock up on with a discount. So I love that. There's also note cards and envelopes and 12 by 12 cardstock. And then, like I said, a bunch of kits and stuff. So we're going to do a couple projects from those offering. So let's get started. Oh my gosh, it's time to stamp, don't you think? I don't usually ramble on this long, so I apologize. All right, so the first item actually on the list is the Notes of Kindness cards kit. And oh my gosh, what a great kit this is. The reason I love it so much is it is so quick and easy to make a gorgeous card with very little stamping knowledge, know-how, or supplies to have available. Okay, so let us show you the kit contents. Now, when the catalog very first came out, I think I showed this kit, but I haven't really done anything with it. So like I said, you don't really need much. It comes with a clear block, which is kind of nice. It comes with some dimensionals. It comes with an ink pad. This is our archival black. And then it also comes with some copper thread. Then it's got all of the note cards and cute little coordinating envelopes to go with it. Okay, so to make these cards, it's really easy. First of all, they don't really include directions, but they've got photos, and then they kind of point out things for you on this. But I'm one of those people, I'm kind of the worst. I hate reading directions, but I will look at the picture and figure it out from the picture. How many of you are like that? Me? Okay, so that always kind of makes me laugh when I stamp in a group setting, like at a Stampin' Up! Event, because I'm like, seriously, the worst. Okay, so there's printed note cards, and you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 designs, and they're really pretty, and they just have kind of a basic pattern on them, so they're not too complicated, but they're really pretty. So let's do this one. You're So Kind. Huh, I know who I could send this to in a heartbeat. I know a few people, actually. And, oh, I guess I can use the Stampin' Up! Block that came with this set. All right, so You're So Kind. I'm going to grab my black ink pad. It did give me one, but I'm just going to use Versamark or Memento because I'm lazy like that. This I'd have to like crack open, and I don't have time for that. Plus, I just got a manicure. I don't want to ruin my nails. Okay, so I'm going to take one of the pre-cut pieces. So each one of these makes 5 cards of 4 different designs. So 20 cards. It's a great value. And like I said, everything is included in here, so you don't need anything. I don't think. You might need adhesive, but I don't even know if you'd need that really. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp the sentiment, which, P.S., look at how cute the stamp is. I got to remember this. I usually pull out the stamp sets from the kits so I can remember to play with them later on. All right, now I'm also going to need one of these little flags. Oh, they're stickers. That's easy. No adhesive needed there. All right, and I'm just going to put the sticker right on here. So easy. I'm loving it. Okay, then I'm going to need, ooh, am I missing something here? I don't see the, oh, no, it's right here. Okay, so then I've got this little punch out. Okay, and then I'm going to place that right here with some dimensionals. There was a sheet. I don't know what I did with them, so I'll just take some of my own. Sometimes I do that. So I'll put a couple different dimensionals on here. And the great thing about these kits is they're so easy to do. And then when you're done with them, you've got all the leftover goodies. Okay, there's one other thing that I need to include though, and that is some of this copper twine. This is pretty cool. It'll probably tell me, oh, it says use 11 inches. That looks like 11. I'm too lazy to actually do the math on that. Did I find a manicurist? Yeah, I did. I went to, actually, I'm going to do this. I just saw a place and I looked on their website and they didn't have any like, horrible reviews. So I went for it. And actually I was pretty happy with it. And it also kind of made me question the place I was going to, if they really were doing a good job for me or not. I don't know. Okay, so I just tied a big bow and then I'm popping this up right on there and you can see it sticks out a little bit. And then we're going to pop up our sentiment that we just stamped. That's all there is to this. I mean, how easy is that, you guys? So this is a really nice kit for when you just want some cards quick. You don't have time to conjure them up, but you can make them quickly yourself. Of course, if you're a new stamper, it's great for that as well, because the stamping is pretty minimal and the cards look beautiful. They're really easy. Just to prove that point, let me show you one more of these cards because it's just so stinking easy. And we're going to take this design with this little thing right here. So pretty. And then all that we need from this is one of these little, this is like a, I don't know if this to me looks like an artichoke, but maybe it's a succulent. I think it looks like an artichoke, but something tells me that's not right. Don't let my degree in biology fool you. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. This time it said to take 15 inches of twine. Yep, that's a little longer. Do you like my super accurate measuring method? Okay. So I kind of folded it in half so I could see where to tie my bow. And again, I'm just doing a really big bow and then it's going to stick out on the side, which I think is an easy way to add this without being complicated. Okay, so once again, we're going to pop these up with some dimensionals. I'm going to put several on here. And then, now, you know, the other thing that's really great about these kits are they are such a good way to show your friends like what you're into without them having to like be overly committed. Like say, hey, I want to make some cards with you. This is super easy. You don't have to figure out how to prep and cut the cardstock and all of that good stuff. It's really easy. Okay, then you can put the thank you. This is a sticker, so it's easy. And if you want, you can use the merci or danke, depending on which language you prefer to speak. So I'm just going to put thank you right over the top. That's it. So easy. Okay, so literally we just made those two cards in like just a couple minutes. And then there's two more designs, but I'm not going to make any more. You get the idea. But aren't those really cool? Okay, so we'll put those right there. And then, like I said, it comes with the coordinating envelopes and all the stuff. And then you've got a stamp set at the end that you can continue to use. And I really like the stamp set. It's pretty cute. It's got a little watercoloring line, a thank you, you're so kind, thanks, and some other images. So yay. And then of course a little black ink spot. Okay, next, one of the other, well, there's I think most of the kits that we have are on there. Another one is the Calligraphy Essentials kit. And you guys are going to laugh about this one. So someone asked if I could show the Calligraphy Essentials. I don't know if they wanted to see the kit or the stamp set. And so I thought, oh, for sure. I have been looking all over for my stamp set and I can't find it. And I think I had it set out to actually make a card with this recently, but I literally can't find my stamp set. So whoops. But I know I used it because here are some of the stuff I was playing with. So the idea behind this kit is hand lettering. Calligraphy is all the rage right now. And if everywhere you go, especially on Instagram, Pinterest, you see tons and tons of hand lettering, and it is so cool. And P.S., I think I have cool handwriting, but like I aspire to have amazing calligraphy skills, which I just have not quite mastered yet. But this kit is kind of geared towards that. So here again, there's 4 cards, and I'm pretty sure there's 5 of each design. And you get all the stuff that you need to create these gorgeous cards. I love them because they're bright and happy, which is wonderful. But like I said, I cannot find my stamp set. Oops. But I know I have it because I used it to make these cards. It also comes with these practice sheets, and you can see I've been practicing where you can learn every single letter and then practice it over and over. Now it also in the suite of products in the catalog, there's like a 2 marker pack, I think, a lipstick and a probably Coastal Cabana. I recommend getting those, and here's why. When you play with this and practice your calligraphy over and over and over again, you're going to kind of wear down that tip of your marker. And if you want to keep a nice one, it's nice that you can just get those 2 colors. Now they coordinate with the kit, so that's really helpful as well. Now, because I can't find my stamp set and I'm that lame, what I am going to do is use a different stamp set, but I'm going to show you some of the calligraphy awesomeness because I do have my marker here. So I want to make someone smile. So I'm going to send this card to somebody. Whose name do I have up here? It is Anne Hoisington. Anne, I'm going to send you a card. Okay, so I'm going to do this in my very best practiced calligraphy. So hopefully this is going to work out okay. We'll see. The pressure is definitely on. So I'm gonna write her name nice and big. Okay. N. All right, and then I'm going to write her last name under here. Hoisington. And if I was better, I would have spaced that out completely under Anne, but it's on camera. Okay, well, I got to look up Anne's address. I know Anne, so I'll be able to do that. But so here is my card envelope that I have decorated for her. Now we got to make her the coordinating card. Now, like I said, I can't find my stupid stamp set, which is kind of driving me nuts. But we're going to take this kit and kind of alter it a little bit. So the card that coordinates with this says smile on it. And like I said, I don't know where my stamp set went. So we're going to improvise. And I just got this stamp set, Calls for a Celebration. And I say that because I thought I had it, but I don't. So I think that Thank You So Much is going to be cute. I just saw that. The reason I saw Anne's name is because it said that she shared this video. So I'm going to say thank you to Anne for doing that. So I'm going to stamp Thank You So Much on this oval because that stamp will fit in here just fine. And this set really literally just got here. So I am excited to try it out. So I'm just going to improvise, like I said, since I can't find my set. I know as soon as we're done with live, it'll pop up. But in the meantime, we'll just do this. I'm going to use Lovely Lipstick because I know that's one of the coordinating colors. That's, of course, the marker I just used as well. So we'll stamp this down on here. Thank you so much. So cute. Oh my gosh. All right. We're going to pop that up right onto her card here. Now this kit also comes with some of my favorite embellishments ever, which are these adhesive back iridescent-y sequins. So we're going to add some of those to embellish our card a little bit. And then I'm going to send this off to Anne. Bless her heart. She's so sweet. Anne is from Iowa, so I know her and several of her family members. Okay, now here's a perfect time to get out take your pick tool, which last week that was our special gift with purchase, and I have a whole bunch of these on order. So I'm excited about that. So I'm just going to embellish this with, with a few little sequins. Like so. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much what they did on the sample. So I switched my card to be upright. And then I switched the sentiment in here. So, and then of course I can write in my card for Anne. I won't do that. I won't take the time to do that now, but I really like this kit. And I think the colors are so happy, which makes it wonderful. And then the sentiments are really pretty. You can either write them in with the help of the stamp set, or you can substitute your own sentiments in here. It's completely up to you. So another great kit for World Card Making Day. I would say this is definitely geared towards somebody who's interested in the whole calligraphy, but if you're not, like I showed here, you can just substitute stamp sets that will fit in there. And P.S., the set I just showed is perfect because all of these will fit in the different pieces. Like this one will fit in this oblong one. This one will fit here or here, probably or here, and then this one will fit, at least in this one, maybe this one too, and then this will fit if you flip the card in either of these. So it's pretty good choice, actually. That was kind of unintentional, but it worked out. So we'll send Anne her coordinating card. That's kind of fun. Gotta put it with my door prize drawing winner pile. All right, now I've got some other cards to show you that aren't just from kits. So there's a bunch of stuff that's on the special, so make sure you take advantage of that. That goes through Sunday the 7th. So again, a great deal. Oh my iPad is like freaking out. I don't know what it was doing, but I just stopped it. Okay, sorry. It was making a weird noise. I was like, oh my gosh, is there an alien here? No, it's just my iPad. All right, for my next card, you guys are going to laugh. I've been doing a lot of Christmas and a lot of fall things lately, and I had to do something outside of that genre, I guess. So you know what I do when I need a card, something different, change things up, I pull out my favorites. And in this case, I have not been using my abstract impressions set. Oh, by the way, you guys will love this. This is my crap set. This is the stamp set. I have 2 of these stamp sets. Stampin' Up! Replaced this one for me. I forgot I wrote that on there. They replaced this set for me because there was a big issue with the photopolymer. There's a defect in it. And so they sent me another one. And I wrote crap set on here because some of the other images are still good. So I like keeping them, in case I need it for something. But you're welcome for my little comedy routine there. That's so terrible, isn't it? Anyway, let's make our card here because it's kind of a cute one. I'm going to use this set. I love this set, even the crap one. And I've got kind of a fun color combination. And I think part of what actually inspired this is it is, of course, officially fall. However, here in I don't live in Cedar Falls anymore. Where do I live? The Quad Cities. It's supposed to be 77 today and like 80 the next couple days. So I thought I'd best play with something appropriate to those temperatures. So here is my color combo. I got this color combo right off of the printed paper, the Garden Impressions paper that goes with the stamp set. And that is Mango Melody, Calypso Coral, So Saffron, Soft Sea Foam, and Night of Navy. And again, these are colors right out of that printed paper. I love using printed paper as a inspiration for my stamping. So I'm going to start by stamping a couple 2-3 flowers, and I'll stamp off the first layer on this stamp. There's 1, 2, and probably 3 up there. It's very pretty. Then I'm going to take the kind of detail image and stamp that right over the top. And what I love about this is another great set for people who aren't experienced stampers, because you can pretty much get amazing results no matter what you do. There you go. I did, of course, just get my finger in the ink and put some on there, but that's okay. Got my little eraser. We'll get rid of it. Okay. Oh, there we go. This, by the way, is a sand eraser. You can get them at fine art supply stores, not like the M Word or the HL Word, but like legit art stores. It's called a Tombow Mono Sand Eraser 512A. That's what this is. And look at how it just erased my little mess up. So that's pretty cool. All right, back to my card. All right. Next, there's Calypso Coral. We're going to do the same thing, this time with a smaller flower. So we'll just kind of fill in where necessary. By the way, story of my life. By the way, I was supposed to also stamp off this one, so that's not good. And I think the ink is still in my finger from before. Oh, this one's coming together great, you guys. That's better. And yeah, we're good. Well, we'll put one up here. There we go. And then I'll just do the detail right over the top. This one's not going to show as much, but that's okay. No one will know this is a mistake until I point it out, though. Okay, now I want to do a little leaf action with my soft sea foam. Okay, you guys can't sit there and talk about HL. Don't see HL doing Facebook Lives for you guys, showing you all these amazing techniques, do ya? Just saying. I can be saucy. All right, so there's a bunch of leaves to kind of fill things in. These, again, are in soft sea foam. We'll put 2 more up there. Now, I notice this looks great so far, my card here, but there's kind of some empty spots in here that I kind of wanted to fill in a little bit. So in order to do that, I thought it might be kind of pretty to do just a touch more stamping. I'm going to add the So Saffron. And what I'm going to do is, like before, I'm going to stamp off my first layer of So Saffron and then stamp them kind of in here. In some ways, I'm kind of orienting them. So like here, I don't want to stamp on my leaf, but I can stamp over my flower and that's no big deal. But then I kind of filled that white space in. Okay, same thing again here. I'll fill this white space in. Like that. And then I'll do a little bit over here. And maybe just a little bit up here. Okay, there we go. So that kind of, doesn't that just really add a little bit of something there? Okay, next, I love the set because of the sentiment. Kindness changes everything. I think it should also say happiness, but kindness definitely changes everything. I think so often, how many times do you hear if someone was just kind? Oh, kindness is free. Let's be kind. So here we go. I stamped that in Night of Navy, although it does kind of look black. Now, we're going to do one thing quick, and you have to bear with me because I got to turn around and do it. We're going to emboss this with my subtle embossing folder, okay? Someone had asked to see that, so let me show you. One sec. Okay, so I just embossed that with my subtle embossing folder. What's so cool about this is that folder that doesn't really look like much, but I think it makes it look like a linen finish on my card. And I think this is actually really cool, this texture. So I think it's kind of fun. And it's one where I don't necessarily think of doing it over stamping, but I definitely think of doing it on like my background paper, but not on my stamping paper. So I kind of like that. Now to finish this off, I'm going to adhere it to a layer of Night of Navy. And I do this for this bundle. This is one of my favorites, actually. Made some really fun cards in this. They are very happy cards. And that is on my website under my online classes. So you can find it there. But this is a really easy to make fun card. Woo. Now I'm going to mount it to a Whisper White card base, but I'm going to cover that with a piece of that coordinating printed paper, which is right here. I just turned it over and couldn't find it. I'm like, it's not here. I want this side. But I love that this printed paper is so, so, so pretty. Every single one of them is gorgeous. So I'm putting a good amount of adhesive on here. Okay. And I'm just going to set my card like so to make sure I get it on there nice and straight. I think I did pretty good because this covers the whole background of my card. And then I'll take the coordinating ribbon. It comes in a little 2-pack with 2 coordinating colors. I'm going to use the pink. Now we didn't really use the pink shade in our card, but it just goes. I don't know. It just works. So I'm digging that. I have my scissors here. Ooh, I got more than a bargain for with that. All right. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I stamp, I make kind of a gigantic mess. Last week, I was so proud of myself because after every video I shot, I cleaned up my mess. That's pretty good for me. I usually don't. I usually just keep working. I don't know. I always find little things on like Pinterest or Facebook that say creative people are messy, whatever. It's so true. I like to think of myself as fairly creative, and I am definitely messy, at least when I stamp. And I just think there's so many much more amusing things that could be done rather than cleaning. I also have not found a new cleaning lady here. I've got to work on that. But I will tell you that my dog has not stopped shedding. Oh my goodness. I thought she'd be like putting on hair for winter, but no, she's shedding like crazy. It's weird. All right. So we'll pop this up onto our card and look at how fun that is. Isn't that just happy? Oh my gosh. I love it. So really cute, easy card to make. Of course, I can make it a little fancier by spritzing. By the way, that sweet lady who made her comment on my card earlier that we kind of talked about at the beginning of my video, she asked about spritzing, and I really do love spritzing. I do it typically with a marker, but you can also do it this way, which is I'm going to take my clear wink of Stella, and this is just like little sparkles in this little brushy tube thing. And I'm just going to smack it against my scissors here. And when before I do that, I'm going to close my ink pad. Okay, now I'm going to smack it against here. And what happens is I get little sparkles that come out. And when I look at it afterwards, it's all sparkly. Can you guys see that? Hopefully. Sometimes it's hard to see in the camera, but there's just a really fine dusting of sparkles. It's like little fairy dust or something on here. It's really pretty. And it sticks. It sticks to the card. So very nice. All right. Okay. Next. This is a good one too. This is a card that I made. I'll show you the card I made originally. And I think this was on a Facebook Live. This was probably a month or so ago. I made this card. Very, very happy. Love it. And I, when I went to make this card, I had something else completely different in mind. And so like I said, I had something else in mind. So I had punched out, some different punches. So let me just show you. This is the Darling Label Punch from the Darling Label Punch box. Okay, so it's a tin that's in the catalog. It comes with a stamp set, 2 ink spots, a block, and the punch in this beautiful tin right here. Okay, so there it is. By the way, I have something in here. I don't know what's in here because it's really heavy. Oh, look at that. Interesting. I just found a whole bunch of stuff I'd been looking for. That's kind of funny. It was in my tin. Okay. So anyway, I made this card, but originally I had punched out these in the printed paper that you see here. And I went on to make this card, but I had those punches sitting on my table left over. So let's go ahead and do something fun. So I'm going to punch them once more for you. And I love, so this is our printed paper. These are the Brights collection of printed paper, and they come in 6x6 sheets, and I believe you get 2 of each in the package. So it's kind of fun. They're bright, happy, happy colors. You can also get them in regals, in neutrals, subtles, and then both of our in color sets. So that's kind of fun. Got all those colors, bright and happy. And I do love the punch shape, by the way. It's pretty awesome. So what I'm going to do is take a piece of Whisper White cardstock. I've got a 4 by 5 1/4 inch strip here. And I'm just going to take and kind of arrange these on my card. And the order is really kind of up to you, but I kind of do them in rainbow order, I guess. So it's sort of like that. I guess this would be reverse rainbow order, but I just kind of arranged them on here, and we'll adhere them down. So I like to kind of arrange things and then sort of go from there, if you will. Notice I'm starting off the page just a touch. Oops. And then let's see here. I'm going to tuck that in underneath, I think. Yeah. Just putting it on there so it's straight, not crooked. That's half the battle. And just likewise, I'll tuck that in. And I don't want them to be all lined up, so like I'm sticking this one out a little further than the first one. Oh, so cute though. The tin, Amy, does not fit your Stamparatus. It's just a teeny bit too small. So that's kind of a big fat bummer on that one. Sorry. Okay. Then I'm going to put that one there. And this one right here. I gotta lift this one up though. It's like not quite right. Maybe I need to reposition this one too. Sorry, guys. I want it to look all nice and not goofy. Ugh. Luckily, as you can see, I'm able to remove this. That is definitely helping. Okay, so there we go. I've got that on here. I'm going to trim off the excess, like so. And then you're probably thinking, really? Where are you going with this, Dina? So I'm going to take some white. Sorry, I had to grab a scrap. Some white cardstock and hold on. I'm grabbing one other thing too. Some glimmer dots. Okay, so some white cardstock. Amy, if you're asking, the tin for the Christmas cards is the same size, it's just a different color. So it will not work for the Stamparatus either. I know. All of your hopes and dreams are dashed with that information. I apologize. Okay. So I've got hello. This is one of the stamps in the stamp set for that punch box though. And then we'll take and punch it out. Of course, it's designed to coordinate with the punch, which is perfect. So I've got hello on here. We're gonna pop that up, of course, and then embellish it with some glimmer dots. And in case you're keeping track, yes, this is about the 4th or 5th sheet of dimensionals I've pulled out because I keep losing the other ones. It's just easier to pull one out. I have like 8 sheets in front of me in my little storage cubby thing. Okay, so I've got hello. Oh, but I'm going to do one other thing first. Sorry about that. I almost forgot. I'm going to add a little metallic thread behind. Okay, so I'm going to take my metallic thread and just, I wanted to add a little something to this. So I'm just wrapping it around my fingers a few times. And then I'm going to tack it down under my hello. Like so. There we go. All right, so I've popped that up onto my card. And then what I'm going to do is embellish it. Yay! So I've got my glimmer dots here. There's also purple come in the kit. The sheet is out of them. So let me just take and put some of those on here with my pick my tool. I'm gonna go with a small one. Pick your tool. I always want to say pick your nose, but that's not really what this is. Oh, come on, quit moving on me. There we go. All right, so I'm just gonna put 3 of these dots. I find putting one in the center and then one on either side gets them aligned pretty well for you. So we'll do a green one to coordinate with our green paper, a pink one to coordinate with our pink paper, and a Calypso coral one. No, that's not Calypso coral. Coastal Cabana to coordinate with that one. Oh, so cute. Isn't that fun? And then to finish this card off, all I'm going to do is fold a Whisper White card base and pop it up on top. That's it. So easy. So I like that you can do some kind of fun and creative things. Now I thought, wouldn't this be fun to try with the Christmas box punch, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? I'll put this on here straight first. So cute. Okay, so now for the Christmas one, let me pull out my catalog so I can show it to you. Right inside the front cover of the Christmas catalog is the Christmas Traditions punch box. Oh, so pretty. So it also comes with a stamp set, a punch, a block, and 2 ink pads in the cute little boxed tin. And so I'm going to take that and create a card as well. So I pulled out this image, Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. I thought that was kind of perfect for this. And then I'm going to take, and instead of using all the colors that I used, I'm going to take out 2 of them. So I've got my Poppy Parade and my Granny Apple Green. And we're going to punch these. And where did my punch go, though? It's, whoa, flying across my room. Okay. So I'm going to punch 1, 2 of these and 1, 2 of those. Okay, now the other thing is I can mix up the stripes and the dots on here. Oops, there we go. So we're going to take the same basic card layout, but this time we're going to go ahead and do Christmas colors, and then I'm going to stamp this on my scrap. Ooh, I did not stamp this well enough. Bet I don't have enough room for another one of these, do I? Ooh, maybe. Let's see if I can get it on there. I don't know. It's going to be tight. If not, I might have to cut into a real piece of paper. Stamping travesty, of course. Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And gosh darn it if I didn't make that work. I love when I can do that. Okay. So now let's go ahead and take these punches and make a cute little card. I guess we're going this way. Okay. So I'm going to start with that one. I guess this is where I should definitely set these out before. And you know what? These almost look like treats, like a candy with a wrapper on the side. You know, well, I don't know. These punches kind of remind me of that. I guess, well, I don't want to do that either. I don't think I have a choice. I'm just looking at this. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm going to have to put 2 in a row, but that's okay. And we can pop this up. I think I might need 1 more. Did I already stick that down? Yes. Who is running this operation? Okay. I put it a little further down, and we're going to have to do 5, but that's okay. So I've got 1 there. A striped one here, but I'm going to change the direction of the stripes. And then 1 here. And then I need 1 more. I thought I could get away with 4, but I need 5. And I'm going to do stripes up there too. I don't know. Will that work? It's going to have to. Okay. So like before, I will snip off the excess. Of course, I've lost my scissors. Oh, here's a pair. I probably could have just used the other half of that one, but anyway. There we are. This is fun. Of course, we're going to pop that up. And we'll add a little shimmer with our silver thread. Okay. We'll stick that on there like so. Pop it up, and then we're going to embellish it with some of our awesome glitter enamel dots. Uh-oh, where did my tool go? Seriously, I'm losing it. Oh, I found my scissors. They fell on the floor. That's good. Should probably pick those up before I stab myself. I'm sure you're all thinking to yourselves that this is like a disaster zone, and you'd be sort of right. But okay, so I'm going to put some of these little dots on here to embellish. I'm going to use some of the different sized ones. And oh, they're so much fun. Actually, that's probably, well, I'll put a little one up here. I always stress about where to place my dots. Do you guys ever do that? Like, where should I stick them? There we go. Oh gosh, I'm going to do one more. I can't help myself, sorry. There we are. So there's a cute little Christmas card with the same basic layout and the same supplies, but a different punch. So you could use either punch for these. But I just think it's kind of fun. I really like both of these. Of course, this punch box is perfect for making Christmas tags, but obviously you can make cards from them as well. And then these are kind of non-Christmassy supplies that I've made Christmassy, which is, of course, always fun. All right, so there's that card. So we've got all occasion and Christmas. So there you go. Okay, and then let's see. I think, oh, I've got one more card. So I've been sort of itching to do a little watercoloring lately. I haven't done any for a while, so I wanted to pull out. Let me grab the stamp set to show you. This is the beautiful Baubles stamp set. This is such a pretty set. I won this on Prize Patrol on the Alaska cruise, so it's kind of fun. And I love this because it's got this great big ornament with all these different sections. And so, of course, the first thing I thought of when I saw this was coloring. So, of course, this would be beautiful colored with Stampin' Blends, watercolor pencils, whatever you want, but I wanted to watercolor. So what we're going to do is stamp and emboss it in Whisper White. Of course, you could do any number of colors or combinations. Okay, now I'm laughing because I put my embossing powder in one of these drawers and I can't remember which one. Oh, I think it's right behind me. Hold on. Yep, it was behind me. Okay. So now we're going to, like I said, stamp and emboss this. I want to use my embossing buddy so that I get a nice clean impression. I'm doing this on watercolor paper. And because this is a larger image and it's kind of detailed, I wanted to also ensure that I got a really good impression. So we're going to pull out our Stamparatus for this. And I'm also just going to clear off my space because it's getting kind of messy. There we go. Okay, so I've got my Stamparatus. So let me open this up. It's a photopolymer stamp, so I'm going to leave the mat in. I'm going to add my cardstock right here. And then I want to stamp it, I think, right about there. Okay, so I'm picking up my stamp. Now, one of the things that I like to do is I can use my magnet, but I kind of like an insurance policy on my magnet, okay? I've got this out in the middle a little bit, and part of the reason is because it stamps better that way. But I want, like I said, an insurance policy. So I'm going to take a Post-it note, just in case this moves, and line up the Post-it note right on the edge there. So if I need to reposition it again, I can. All right, I'm going to ink this up. I don't know why I just removed the magnet because I didn't mean to. I'm also going to reposition this slightly so it's good and centered. Oops. Hello. You don't have to whisper.
Hi.
Hi.
Lucky what I got
Oh my gosh, Kelly is here and she brought a treat for Sophie. She spoils her rotten as it is. Okay, I'm gonna take my Versamark ink and, ooh, this is my good new one, and ink this up. Okay. And stamp it on here. Kind of making a mess of everything. So I'm really pushing on here just to make sure I get a good impression. Like so. Okay. Now I will really know how this came out once I take a look. It looks pretty good, but once I get my powder on here, I'll really know. Dina, do I have Oreos? I do. I actually showed them at the beginning of my video because someone sent me some last week. Risa did. Bless her ever-loving heart. I was so excited. Oh, that looks amazing. Perfect. Now, I'm going to set that aside. I can hear my dog licking whatever it is Kelly brought her. She is spoiled. Okay. Now we're going to probably come back to our Stamparatus. We'll see. I got to heat emboss this. Oh my gosh, it's 4:30 already. How is that possible? I guess because I blabbed along way too much at the beginning, but that's okay. There's exciting stuff happening. By the way, if you've made a comment that I have not acknowledged, I do go back and look at them and make sure there aren't questions that don't get answered or that type of thing. So feel free to ask away. Now I'm going to take my aqua painter because that's like my favorite tool, and I'm going to color this with some Coastal Cabana, Bermuda Bay, and maybe even some gorgeous grape, and possibly, well, actually I was going to do Granny Apple Green, but now I'm thinking lemon lime twist. Ooh. So these are kind of some non-traditional Christmas colors. So to do this, I just squeezed the lid of my ink pad to the pad itself. It's a little less squishy than the old style ink pads were, by the way, but it still works. Just give them a good squeeze. Show them who's boss. Your ink pads, that is. Okay. So for each of these sections, I'm going to do a little different color. And what I love about embossing is it kind of holds the color in. So I'll pick up this color, and you can see I sort of filled it in with water with my brush. And then we'll move on. I'm going to do the very top and the very bottom in this same color, which is Coastal Cabana. Okay. So pretty. All right. And then I do want this to dry a little bit before I move on to the next section right next to it. That will prevent any unintentional bleeding from happening. Okay. All right. Next, I'm going to skip a couple spots and then do this. This is Lemon Lime Twist. And I just think this is so pretty, pretty, pretty. And what's really cool is the embossing, of course, resists the coloring that I'm doing. So that's really cool. Then I'm going to add a little bit of this gorgeous grape in here. Oh, this is going to be gorgeous. This is like one of those fancy decorations that like your grandma's tree had. back in the day. I don't have any ornaments that are quite so pretty, I don't think. I've got some pretty ones, but nothing like this. Okay, and then, you know what? Actually, I'm going to do some more with this, I think. Yeah. And then these ones I'm trying to have be a little lighter, so I've added some more water. So the darker the color you want, the less water and more ink you're going to use. And then the lighter the color, the more water you use, less ink. So like you dilute it basically more. Isn't this pretty so far? Oh my gosh. So awesome. Okay. I think there was a question here. I learned that you can also tap a block on the pad and paint from that. Yes, that is definitely an option, Donna. I don't, and for a couple reasons. One, I don't mind doing it this way. I know some people say, oh, don't contaminate your ink pads, but honestly, I haven't had that problem really ever. Also, I think it's just easy, and I think many of you know that I am a lazy stamper. So I don't mind if I don't mind if I'm getting a little bit of ink in places that maybe aren't, I don't know. You guys know I use my supplies a lot, more than average, and I've never had problems with that. I also have a lot of people using my supplies, and again, never have had any problems with that. So I'm not too concerned about it. Can you tell? All right, I'm going to come back up here and do a line. And now I'm wishing I would have done this one line down, but that's okay. All right, so I'm adding a little bit of Bermuda Bay in here. Oh my gosh, I don't know what she gave Sophie, but she is going to town on it. Can you guys hear that? So I'm just coloring. So pretty. I'll go back over here. What did you give her?
A pig's ear.
A pig's ear. She is just happy as a clam over there. Crunching away. Spoiled rotten.
Just well loved.
Oh, see, this one bled just a teeny bit, but luckily we're doing similar colors, so it's not a huge deal. Do a little more down here. So you can just kind of color this however you want. I'm just enjoying this peaceful, relaxing coloring. So pretty, 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 pretty. And really easy too. So I think for a card like this, you just pick a few colors and go with it. All right. Pick up some Coastal Cabana and go in between here. And then we'll be just about done. Now you could do this with gold or silver also, and that would be very pretty. I just decided I wanted white. And then last but not least, I want to do one little thin line of my gorgeous grape up here. Oh, so gorgeous. I suppose I should probably color this thing too. Okay, so that's really pretty. Love it. Okay, now what I want to do is finish this up, and I've got on my stamp set, I might actually, well no, I should use, okay, I'm gonna close this up. Now I'm going to take the stamp set, or some of the images from the stamp set to finish up my card. So first of all, I've got, let's see here, the bow and the string. So I'm just going to stamp my string right on there. And I could emboss this if I wanted, but I kind of like the color. And then I'm going to do the bow right on top. So that looks super cute. Then it says deck the halls. We're going to stamp that as well right down here. Oh, so stinking cute. I'm pretty sure I just smudged that. So let me show you a good way to clean that up. So I'm going to make sure my brush is good and clean. So only clear water is coming out of it. And then I'm just going to paint right next to it. And I'm literally removing the ink. So this is kind of like erasing. And it's not perfect, but it's getting close. I just dabbed that a little bit. And I'll keep erasing. And this is the beauty of watercolor paper. It can stand up to this. Regular paper would never. And I'll just dab that off. And it's not perfect, but it's pretty close. So that makes me happy. I didn't ruin all of that hard work at the very end. All right, now I'm just going to layer this up onto my card. I've got a layer of Bermuda Bay. And then we're going to put it on a Coastal Cabana card. Now I could have also done the bow in ribbon to coordinate, and that would be really cute too. I just, for some reason, wanted to use the ribbon stamp or the bow stamp. So, all right, I'm going to pop this up though. Ooh, but actually I do have something else I want to do first. I'm going to take some baker's twine and put a little behind here. Now, if this might not look good, but if it does, we're going to go with it. I'm just going to open my card up. Is this giving you guys a heart attack? There, we'll close it. Take my baker's twine and wrap this around several times, like so, down the center of our card, and then I'm going to tie it off. Oh my gosh, my dog is just chomping away. She's going to town. Did you get new glasses?
Kinda, sorta.
Kinda, sorta.
Yeah, they're new, but they're not the ones yet.
Not the ones yet.
No.
They're cute on you.
Thanks. I feel like I'm back in the 50s.
I like it.
Not
It's
that I was
retro.
alive in the 50s.
It's
but yeah.
retro. Yeah, back in the 50s,
Back in the 50s.
because you were there back then, right? No. No, we're spring chickens, right?
Right.
All right.
I love those colors.
I do too. They're so pretty and cute and happy and whatever. Okay, so there we go. I do like that. So I just wrapped some baker's twine around there to kind of embellish that a little bit. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, now are you guys ready? Of course, there's one more thing we got to do. We got to add some clear wink of Stella. Now here is where we're going to be careful. We're going to do this. I'm going to do the purples first with my clear wink of Stella so as to not contaminate any of the other colors. You know, the other colors are kind of similar. So we'll clean that off. It didn't do too bad actually, so that's not so bad. Then I'll just add in some more along here. So now it's also got a little extra sparkle. Oh, these are bleeding a little bit. That's not so bad. I just didn't want purple in my aqua or my green. this is looking pretty good. I'm picking up a little color, so we'll wipe it off. Come back. Okay, now it's all done. Little shimmer in there as well. All right, guys, so we've done a bunch of cards today. All right, let's pull them all out. I've got my Deck the Halls. Got a huge mess too, but it's all right. I've got my Holly Jolly Christmas / Hello card. I've got my Kindness Changes Everything card. And then, where are my other ones? Ah, here we go. I've got these two cards that I did. Oh, and I got to get Anne's card. My calligraphy card. So look at all these cards. We did a whole bunch today. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see how I was going to do 3 cards and we did a whole bunch more than that. Okay, so I do have some exciting things going on, though. All right, this week, make sure you share the video on Facebook or on YouTube or Facebook, and you'll be entered into a drawing for free stamps. Free stamps. Okay. Also, when you order, and by the way, I'm so excited. We're getting closer and closer to that $1 million mark. I'm so excited about that. Please use host code SYAQTPDS. And when you spend $40 or more, you're going to get some a cute little embellishment. Cute embellishment. And that is, I thought I had one sitting right here, but I don't. It is the red rhinestones. So those are really cute. Perfect for Christmas, and if not Christmas, Valentine's Day. All right. Also, I've got coming out Friday is the First Frost, FIRST, Frost, seriously can't spell, online class. So if you have not registered for that, make sure you do. I'm going to put it on my blog for you. I also have in October 2 new classes. One is Creativity Cave or Creativity to Go. Creativity to Go class. And that is going to be 4 projects with pre-cut cardstock. 2 of each pre-cut cardstock. And then it'll also come with $20 in goodies. So it'll have a little goodie bag worth $20. And it is $35. And my downline has a discount. I have to look at what the price is. I can't remember, so I apologize. So if you're in my downline, you get a discounted price. And then this is a monthly thing. So this is the first one is going to be in October. Again, more details will be on my blog, also on my newsletter. So make sure you register for my newsletter. Second of all, I talked about my Facebook class. Okay, that is going to be a monthly class. So you can register for it. It's going to be $25. If you register for the subscription, it will be $15 a month. Ooh, that's a good deal. $25 a month. Oh goodness, I can't spell. MONTH. All right. So how this one will work is it's going to be every month. And oh, by the way, on this one, I'll have all the details. There's too many details to go over it all again. But it is going to be card making and card design and color combinations, color combos will be featured. And whether you're a new stamper or a very seasoned stamper, I know you're going to love this. And the whole idea here is to reduce the time it takes you to make cards. To figure out cards. All right, and this is going to include 3 Facebook Lives a month, each with 3 layouts and 3 color combos. And you know me, there's going to be more than that, but I just want to know that I will do at least 3 layouts and at least 3 color combinations in each month. There's going to be card challenges, prizes, and all kinds of fun surprises for people who are taking part of that. And this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. It's also going to be an interactive class, which I'm most excited about. So you can ask questions, get feedback, all of that good stuff for just $25 a month. And we'll meet 3 different times, 3 different Facebook Lives, each with 3 cards and 3 color combinations. So that's 9 cards bare minimum each month. So anyway, I'm very excited about this. Also, my Creativity Cave to Go is going to be my one class that will feature pre-cut cardstock in it. And this is going to be for US only. This is anybody worldwide. So US only because of the goodie bag that comes with the kit or the class. And can you get it without the kit? Nope. Sorry. So that is partly because, darn it, I'm going to be $1 million stamper soon. I can't wait. We're getting close though. So how do you sign up for the class? All of those details are going to be on my blog with registrations as well as in my newsletter. If you do not subscribe to my newsletter, I definitely recommend subscribing because you get the first details and information on new things. To subscribe to my newsletter, all you need to do is go to my blog, and in the sidebar is the information for signing up for my newsletter. It asks you for your first name and your email address. That's it. And of course, I also send out card tutorials in my newsletters, specials that are going on with Stampin' Up, specials that are going on with Dina, all kinds of great stuff. So you won't be disappointed to be a subscriber. Anyway, if you have any questions, of course, comment below. I will answer them. But like I said, all those details are going to be posting soon. I just haven't had a chance to do it. The end of last month was really crazy. And by the way, if you emailed me last week, I'm way behind on my email. I got kind of a ton of emails last week, way more than normal. So I'm trying to catch up with those, just so you know. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just a little bit behind. I literally got hundreds of emails last week. So anyway, I will catch up with all of those and answer whatever questions you had for me. Okay, have a great day, guys. I love stamping with you, and we'll see you again next week. Bye.